Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me how you really feel.
Huh?
Tell me how you really feel.
Musical?
You feel musical today?
Yeah.
Okay.
If that can be a thing or not.
Musical?
Musically?
Musically is like if you're musically inclined. Yo. I've been trying to drink this energy thing. I'm just not feeling it.
Was that the same one from yesterday?
Yeah, I can't.
You better throw that shit out. Yeah. Like, I've heard kombucha is, like, so good for you and everything.
It is good for you. Like, the ones that I actually liked, I could drink the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like...
You probably need the notes, no? Oh, you did grab them.
Yeah, pay attention, man. I got this. I could drink the whole thing, and it would always make me have to shit.
Yeah.
But then...
Like belly.
Like Belly, except he farts, and then it stinks like he shit.
Are your pants on backwards?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have holes in the back.
Oh, gotcha.
Or, like, technically, right now, in the front.
Oh.
So I didn't want them in the back, so I put them on backwards. You can't tell with black leggings.
True.
But that's how I live my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, great. So, I'm a little tired.
Yeah. My grandmother said, Trey, are you exhausted? You look exhausted. I'm like...
Are you exhausted? Am I exhausting you?
I'm always exhausted. So it's kind of like... I'm always tired. So, like... Some days I look worse than the others. At least you just say I look like shit this time.
I mean, that's way better than that. Yeah, it is. It's kind of funny. Your grandma's going to listen to this and be like, why are you talking about me? Or she'll be ecstatic.
I mean, we were talking about her last podcast, too.
We were?
Yeah.
Oh.
Near, like, the end of it, I believe.
Oh. I like your
Gotta
grandma.
remind her to watch it.
You gotta remind her to watch
listen.
it. Absolutely.
Yeah. But,
Anywho.
Welcome back.
Hello to episode 6?
6.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot that we had 5 episodes, so when I was putting out the post today, that our episode was out, I was like, what number are we on?
That's right. I was confused, too, yesterday. I was setting it up to be published. I was like, is this the 6th episode, 5th episode?
I know. I'm like, it's not like it's that, like, we're that far in, but...
No. But it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. So, welcome to That's What's Going On. If this is your first time listening, hello. I'm Jaden.
I'm Trey.
And that's all I've got to say about that.
Come out Wednesdays.
We come out on Wednesdays.
Keep forgetting to say that.
I do keep forgetting to say that. We are out on Wednesdays. Bentley just drooled on my foot. That was beautiful.
Delicious.
Yum. Fucking gross. If no one knows, Bentley is my dog.
He's our dog now.
He's my dog, and he's like your, like, adoptive dog.
Yeah.
Like, he's my child, and he's your, like, adoptive child.
Don't mind those
Or
sirens.
stepchild. He's your stepdog.
Stepdog.
Yeah. Anywho. So, what's going on with you?
Not much. Same old same. Tomorrow's my last day of work, and then I have Friday off, so we can go to Massachusetts for the festival, whatever the fuck it is.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. I think it's festival. I don't know. I just know they sell a lot of things.
So it's like
Like a flea market type thing, but I guess they call it a festival.
I guess. Is there festivities at this festival?
No clue. My grandmother said, Trey, there's just so many, so many vendors.
Wow.
If anything, I'm more looking forward to see what kind of food they got.
Oh, I do love food. Like
Hell
the Big E food.
Hell yeah.
Fucking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
What's going on with you, Jaden?
today's my last day at work. Until Saturday. Because I work the weekend. Yay me. How exciting. And I work a double on Saturday.
Yeah, you do.
And that fucking sucks. But yeah. That's it. I don't really have an exciting life this week. I do! Wow, I'm stupid. I'm done with school until the fall semester.
No,
so
that's something.
I officially handed in my last paper today. So that's awesome.
Nice.
I'm pretty excited.
No.
Actually.
Yeah.
I can like come home and not have to stare at my computer screen the whole time. And like hunch over like a little gremlin over like I don't know, a pile of bones or something, right?
Sure.
That's what gremlins stand over. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
Anywho, moving on. Well, today I wanted to talk about parents. We all got them. Parental units. I used to call my parents that. Yeah, I would say, like, if I was referencing them both to other people, I would say my parental units.
No.
I feel like I heard that somewhere on, like, a show or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't referenced them as that for a really long time, actually. Does that mean I'm getting old? Like, am I growing up if I stop doing the weird things that I did as children? Which will be another episode. Stay tuned.
Yeah. I don't know. Just naturally just move on.
I guess. Just adapt new words.
Yeah.
And just use adult words like parents.
Sure.
My father and mother.
My mom hates it when I call her mother.
Really?
She thinks it's too formal.
It's too formal.
Come here, mother.
It's like mother. That's like the worst thing though, is like when I would try and call my mom. I go, Mom. Like literally like on Family Guy, how Stewie goes like, Mom. Yeah. I would literally go, Mom.
Oh, I've done that too.
Mother. Madre. Pamela. I'm like, yo. So, she'll always answer to Pamela. Once I get there, she's like, what? I'm like, well, if you answered me, like, the first 15 times I was calling you, then you would know.
For sure.
But, yeah. But, yes. So, we're going to talk about parents. So, tell me, Trey.
Yes.
How do you feel about parents?
Like, what do you mean?
In general. Like, alright, how do you feel about having parents? Do you think it was, like, annoying? Do you think, like, you're happy that you had parents? Are you, like, you know, like, stuff like that? Like, tell me about your parental experience.
Well, I don't have a good relationship with my dad, so...
Bum.
Yeah, we'll leave that there.
Bombaclat.
Yeah, if my mom, like... No, she's my mom. I never really thought about it like that. Like how, I'm still kind of confused of what you're asking.
It's a very basic question. I don't see
Just
how
in
that's
general,
confusing.
what I feel like mothers and fathers in general.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. They're needed, obviously. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think?
I like my parents.
Oh.
I feel like my parents did a good job. I do know there are some fucked up parents out there, though.
No, for sure. Yeah.
I feel like I lucked out. Because I could have had a very different experience. How do you feel about, like, actually having to be a parent at one point in your life?
Me.
How do you think you're going to be?
Good. Like, definitely better than my mom.
But you have no experience with children.
But I know what not to do.
What is that? Let's just a short little snippet of like a few things that you know not to do.
Was it?
Putting you on the spot here.
I don't know, like always be encouraging. In
Incur.
Cur.
Jing.
Jing. Incur. Jing.
ABC lessons with Jaden. Sign up.
Never not shut down how they're feeling, but like to neglect how they're feeling.
Right.
Actually think about the words that they say.
And what they're trying to tell you.
Yeah. I don't know, just like that whole support system, like it needs to be there.
It does.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if anything, how I see it more is like what I felt like I needed, I want to provide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like more stability.
Yeah.
More like I don't know, what's the word?
Connection.
Yeah, connection. Were you not loved as a child?
But like my family, we're not like touchy
Oh.
and stuff. So like,
I mean, my family wasn't really touchy either, but like we would give like hugs and like, you know, if people needed cuddles, you know, we would get cuddles and snuggles and stuff, you know, like, but it wasn't like, you know, kisses every time you saw somebody, unless it was my vava. If nobody knows, vava is actually supposed to be avó, which is Portuguese for grandma, because that is what my vava is. Anywho, moving on. Side note. Have you ever come into contact with like parents that think that like they're see, you fucking broke it.
Is it recording?
It looks like it's
It
going.
looks like it is. Okay. Sorry about that.
Darlene called.
My grandmother.
Yeah. So anyway, back to what I was actually saying was, ever come into contact or like know parents that think that their child or children owe them something?
Yeah.
Explain.
Like,
Wow, dead air.
yeah. I was more just like, no, because I guess not. It's more just like, you're here, you're living, you're working, so you're gonna contribute.
But see, I get it on one end.
Yeah.
For all you parents out there, I understand. You have somebody who can help you around, especially if you're like a single parent.
Yeah.
Having a grown child around that can help you, like, that's totally, you know, like, I mean, it's fair.
Yeah.
To you know, have some help. But what I'm talking about is like when people, like when parents like expect that their child like is gonna give something back to them. Like if like asking and like expecting are two different things. Like there are some parents who will have children and then their children are grown, making more money for for themselves and more money than their parents. And then the parents are like, so you're not gonna like, you know, pay me back for
Oh no!
For
if
all
you're
that
gonna
stuff?
ask like that, no.
or like you're not
getting
gonna I don't know, fucking buy me a new car because I, you know, like raised you and da-da-da. I'm like, it was your decision in the first place to have a fucking kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, so how is it that they owe you for you taking care of them when that's your one fucking job?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So like, the only reason I bring this up is because I saw a post on Facebook, and like it was about that, but it was also about how like some parents say that like they're done with their kid by like 18.
Yeah.
And then like, but like, you know, they need to pay them back, or like they need to, you know, like help provide for the family because,
Or literally just kick them out.
or yeah, or literally just kick them out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how are you gonna kick out your kid when that's your child? Like, I don't give a shit if they're grown. I don't care how much headache, heartache, whatever that they like put you through. Like at the end of the day, like if your child is fine, if they're not like getting into like serious trouble, like they're not in like to drugs or like in gangs or like shit like that, then there should be no reason why you continue helping your child out and like providing for them. I'm not to say like at 18 You should be able to get out and go get a job, whatever. If you can't, though, it shouldn't be the end of the world. Like, especially if you're going to college.
Yeah.
Like, some parents will even kick their kids out. Like, oh, you're 18 now. You're going to end up going to college anyway. Go figure out how to pay for it for yourself.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's like, that's just
wild.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Because it's kind of like, were you just waiting for me to be 18 just to kick me out?
Like, why the fuck did you have me in the first place then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like...
Because to me, like, it's your kid. You got to support them until you die.
Right. That's literally... And I love the parents who do that. Like, my parents included. Like, my mom still to this day, like, I'm fucking 27 years old. And I'll call her and just be like, Mom, I need groceries. Like, you know? Like... And without hesitation, she'll just be like, all right, here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's how my family is. I'm like, so the fact that there's literally people out there who are just like, nah, nigga, fuck you. Like, I don't need to raise you anymore. I don't need to give you anything anymore. And, like, to me, it's just like, I didn't ask to get born. Like, or to be born. Wow, that sounded real improper. I didn't ask for you to give birth to me. I didn't ask to be on this planet. I didn't ask to have to go through all the bullshit I went through. The least you could fucking do is provide for me.
Just help me out, man.
Or help me out, even if I'm able to provide for myself. Like, that's not going to be all the time. Y'all struggled.
Yeah,
you know? You like, know how it feels. So why would you continue down the line and let your child struggle?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To me, it's like, if you're either in school or you're working. If you're doing neither, then I understand that, like, you gotta do something. Nothing here.
No, you can't just be sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like at that point, like, yes, you need to give your child a little kick in the boot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, if your child is trying to, like, do something with themselves, if they're still going to school, or if they do have a job, like, for you to sit here and just be like, so, you have to pay me now to live here.
Yeah.
I'm like, but why do I have to do that? Yeah. I'm like, and I don't want to come across as, like, somebody who's, like, ungrateful, or she just wants to be spoiled, or anything like that, because that's absolutely not how it is. But, like, when I got my own job, I'm thankful. Like, my parents never asked me to pay for anything in the house, but I paid all my own fucking bills.
Yeah.
Like, my car, my cell phone for a long ass time, and then when I moved out, I had, like, all my other bills, like the electric, the rent, whatever. I paid all that shit by myself. Yeah. I never asked for help. The only time I ever asked for help was for fucking groceries. Like, I've never asked for them to pay my bills. I've never asked for them to pay my rent. I've never asked for them to pay, like, anything other than that. So it's like, if I'm doing that, then, or, like, you know, not me specifically, but if somebody is doing that, and then you still expect them to give you something because you're their parent, you raise them,
that's wild.
That's just, that's fucking nuts.
No,
I'm gonna...
Even for me, like, when I was living at my mom's house, like, I paid bills and stuff, but, like, I wasn't paying her money for rent. Like, I wasn't just giving her money to give her money.
Right.
Like, things needed to get paid, and she just needed some help.
It's like, I don't know. I guess to me, it's just like, I'm not saying it's all parents either.
No.
You know, like, there are some really good parents out there.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess any type of, and I shouldn't even just say parents, because it could also be parental figures.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, like, I can understand on one end why people who were forced to raise a child that wasn't theirs would expect some compensation, but at the same time, nobody asked. You didn't. Okay, I shouldn't say nobody asked, because obviously somebody asked. But, like,
but the child
you didn't have to say no or yes to raising this child. Yeah. So if you say yes to raising this child, and then they're now an adult, and you think that they owe you something, that's also crazy. Fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how is it that you agreed to something and now this child has to pay for it, or this, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I just think that's just crazy to me.
Yeah. And to me, if you parent good, like, you'll get things back in return. In their own ways. Yeah.
So, like, you know.
And it's more genuine, and where it's like I personally, I would like to do, like, nice things for my mom.
Right.
If I had the money to. I would, no, for sure.
Right.
But, like, I gotta survive first.
And you know what? That also brings me to another point that I'm going to bring up later about fucking parents that
Yeah.
like, or like, especially like mothers who want their children to like choose them over their like own family.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that brings up another point for me that we're definitely going to circle back around to. But I wanted to say something before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, I just think that it's hello, Belly. I think that it's just like it's messed up because at the end of the day, like,
you're only there to help your children grow.
right, and you're supposed to be there to raise them, to protect them.
Should be a selfless
to prepare
act.
them for fucking this crazy hellhole that we call life that eventually we just have to get thrown fucking into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's writing right now. Guys.
I am writing. I'm writing a note so that I don't forget to go around to this. Say something while I'm writing.
Something over there.
I didn't say hey. I didn't say sing something. I said say something.
I'm in a musical mood.
You are in a musical mood. Were you listening to music all day?
No, I was actually listening to a podcast all day.
Maybe that's why.
The last couple of days I've been listening
mood.
to podcasts, so maybe I'm just missing some music in my life.
Clearly. Maybe you need to, I don't know, watch a musical.
No, because I don't like music like that.
You don't want to watch The Greatest Showman?
I'll watch Sweeney Todd.
But we watched Sweeney Todd a bajillion times.
I've watched it, yeah.
I love Sweeney Todd.
That's good.
It is good.
Yeah.
He was not a very good parent.
No.
He almost killed his own fucking child. But yeah,
I need you.
Okay, I don't, all right.
No.
I love how you won't sing for me, but you'll sing for fucking all the listeners and on a fucking podcast. That's
weird, man.
So rude. You are so rude. Anyway. Yes, parents. Fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That they think that their children owe them something.
Yeah.
Because, okay, think about it like this. It's like, from the day, I'm going to monologue here.
Sure.
I'm standing on my soapbox.
I'll let you have the mic.
Thank you.
It doesn't need to be that close.
It does. From the day I was born, I had to trust you, rely on you. My existence was you in entirety. I grow from a little seedling to a grown plant, right? Plant?
Where do seedlings come from?
I said a seedling to a plant. All right, I'm going to say plant.
Good enough.
From a plant or to a plant. Either way. But that was all from your nurturement. You're watering me to grow into a big sprite. But then there are some people who crush you and stomp you into oblivion and then expect you to grow after being crushed and then complain when you don't. End soapbox. Scene.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, man, is that
Well, then, that happened.
what I was trying to get across, if you didn't know my fucking point, was that we were brought into this world because you decided to have sex and you decided to have a child and you decided to keep this child and you decided that, yeah, I'm gonna stick with it and raise this fucking child. And that's all we know is that you are our parents. That you have provided for us. Yeah. Like, in our heads, we're not thinking, oh, I'm going to pay this woman back later.
No.
But then, like, there are some parents out there who literally, like, stomp you down to the ground. And then they're just like, all right, so now grow so then I can be repaid.
Benefit from it.
Yeah. But it's like, no. It's like a relationship, you know? Like, you know how they say, like, the grass is green where you water it. Well, the plants only grow when you water them, when you nurture them. Yeah. Like all my lovely plants right there behind us.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody wants to see a picture of my plants, let me know, because I will gladly share how beautiful they've grown.
Yeah.
Look at that one's blooming too. This one.
Oh, it actually is.
I know, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, going back to the mothers who choose to have their children, or like who want their children to choose them over their families. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to throw you a scenario.
Yep.
Scenario going.
Scenario going.
There is a mother. We'll call her Linda. Linda has a son named John.
Linda and John.
Yes. John has a wife named
Elizabeth.
Okay?
Okay.
Liz for short. She's cool like that.
Lizzie.
That's a little toddlerish.
The I.
We're gonna stick with Liz.
Damn it.
Okay. So Linda is alright with Liz. Linda has been divorced from her husband Bill. Mm-hmm. Bill is no longer providing for Linda. Mm-hmm. John has obviously moved out of the house with Liz. Mm-hmm. And they're happily living with their 2 children. Mm-hmm. Anna and
Tyrell.
Casper. Oh.
You both went completely opposite ways.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Casper. Casper, the friendly 5-year-old.
Okay.
Right. So John is working very hard to provide for his family of 4. Mm-hmm. They have a nice house in the suburbs. Okay. Linda lives in her own house that she's lived there for 30 years. Okay. The bills are starting to get tough. Mm-hmm. You know, Linda's just providing for herself. Mm-hmm. She's still working, you know, just not making as much, right? Now John's struggling a little bit, okay? Because Liz is at home with the kids, you know, and he's got to pay for the house and, you know, their cars and what have you. So Linda is like, hey, John, my son, I'm your mother. I need you to, you know, spot me $500 for my mortgage this month, right? But Liz is like, oh my gosh, babe, like, we need $500 to make sure that, you know, both of the, I don't know, car insurances are paid or some shit, right? So Linda is like, nah, fuck you, Liz. Like, this is my son. He needs to give me the $500.
Yeah.
Now. End scenario. Thoughts.
Like what should happen?
What do you think is the proper way to handle this situation?
Well, how I see
You're John.
How I see is I have my own bills. I'm sorry. I don't have the money. I got to take care of my own shit first. Okay.
So now Linda's pissed at you.
Be pissed at me. It's not my fault.
Cool.
Like, I got my own bills. Like, what else do you want me to say?
Then it's like, I raised you from birth. I provided through your college. And I paid for all of your cars.
So your grandkids should go without because you need stuff?
I need to keep my house.
Well, you're living by yourself. You can't afford things. You should probably move out.
Oh, my fault. I concur with that, actually. But, like, my whole point of this whole entire fucking scenario.
No, for sure. Like, the mothers were actually, like...
Like, there are mothers who are literally like, nah, like...
I come first.
I'm your mother.
Yeah. My ex actually thought that's how my mother was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well...
Like, my mother does ask me to do things, but, like...
It's not like she's like, crazy. Oh, give me this instead of using it for your family.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, your mom's not like that.
No. Not at all. No.
She's pretty reasonable with her,
for sure,
with her requests.
Yeah,
and she even asked. It was so cute. Like the last time we went over, she's like, "I feel like I'm bothering you." Yeah, I'm just like, "You're not bothering." No.
You're my mom.
Yeah, like I have popular contrary to popular belief,
me to do things before asking.
Yeah, that's totally different. I hate that. But like, so contrary. Why do I keep saying that wrong? Contrary to popular belief. of my mother, or for my mother, from my mother, whatever. She thinks that I believe, let me just not assume. Okay. I believe that she thinks that I don't like doing stuff for her. Or like I feel like I'm being bothered when I do stuff for her. But there have been on occasion sometimes where like it's like I'm expected to do stuff and I shouldn't be. Like, yeah. So I feel like that's when I have like attitude or like an issue about it. I'm like, because you can't expect me to just for sure read your mind and know that this is what you wanted me to do in the first place. But also like be to just, you know, be expected to do something, but like what if I got stuff going on? For sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, mother, if you ever listen to this, I have no problem helping you when I am asked to help you. But if you just expect me to help you, then we need to have a discussion as to why you think that. I feel like it should just not be expected. No, yeah. Like you said.
Like I said, don't expect anything.
Like, don't expect, like, me to just...
Even though most likely I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, exactly. Most likely I'm going to say yes, but I would like to be asked.
Because if you act like I was going to do it regardless,
then I'm going to be like, then I can't do it.
Especially it's something that's like, well, there's other people that live with you.
Right. So if it's something like, hey, can you come over and mow the grass? I mean, I'm not saying my mom's ever asked me this. I'm not saying you ever asked me this, Pamela. But, like, as an example, I don't live there anymore. Yeah. Haven't lived there for over a year. So, if she's like, hey, I need you to come over and cut the grass. But I know both of my brothers are home from college and my dad lives there. I'm going to be like, No?
Yeah.
I'm like...
I don't live there.
I don't live here anymore. You have 3 very capable people who are willing to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can ask them, A, or B, you could tell them to go cut the grass. Yeah, you live here,
so like, come cut
you
this
live here,
grass.
Go cut the grass. I'm like, I'm not going to come and cut the grass. No, yeah. Like, if there was no one there... That's a whole nother story. Yeah. Like, if both of my brothers were in school and say, I don't know, my dad was, like... Working late or for whatever reason or, like, out of town or whatever. Like, absolutely, I have no problem coming to cut the grass. But I'm like, if you got other people who are very capable of doing this, don't ask me.
No. Because it's like...
because at that point, like, you're really just doing it because you don't want to bother the other people.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to make it inconvenient for anyone else.
Yeah, but you can make it inconvenient for me, and I don't even fucking live there.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But I just wanted to be clear that I have no problem helping when I'm asked if I can help. But if I'm expected to help, it's going to be a different reaction.
For sure.
And it's not being, like, spoiled or bratty or, you know, I don't want to be helpful or, like, you know, that's my family. Like... Family can be toxic, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Not saying my family's toxic.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, in general, like, when people say that phrase, like, oh, that's your family. Well, family can be toxic.
They don't mean shit. Yeah.
Like, blood is thicker than water, but at the same time, blood may not always be healthy.
No, not at all.
That's when you have to get a blood transfusion. Yeah. You gotta switch that shit out.
No, for sure. Like, I hate when people say it, like... If they've done shitty things to you, they're still a shitty person.
Or that's your mother, you know, you're supposed to be helping. I'm sorry, no. Like, my mom left me in the ditch in the fucking corner of Quebec and expected me to hitchhike back or some shit like that. Like, nah, bro.
Because that's what people say to me when I say, like, oh, no, I don't really talk to my father. Like, I don't, like, we're kind of done. And people are like, well, that's still your father.
Well, what did he ever do for me? At the end of the day... So
I decided that it was a better choice not to have him. So like,
right. The next time either you say or somebody says to you, people out there, that, you know, that's still your family, or if you say that to somebody, like, oh, that's still your family, like, remember, like, not all family is beneficial to you.
No, not at all.
You know? A lot of family members don't have your best interests at heart.
I would say that just about people in general.
People in general, obviously, but the people who are supposed to be the closest to you,
You would think,
may not have the best interest for you. I got really lucky. Like, I have an amazing mother, I have an awesome father, and I have a great supporting family, like my aunts, my uncles, grandparents. Like, I'm very blessed for what I have.
Yeah.
But like, I look at like some people out there and I'm just like, yo, like, you go through some shit.
But they also stick around with those people, so it's
constantly
the same shit.
At the same time, it's like consistently like a
you gotta cut 'em
revolving
off.
door.
You gotta cut them off.
You do, absolutely. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, regardless of what they are to you.
Exactly. But yeah. So parents like that, though, bringing it back to the original point, parents who, like, you know, think their children should choose them over their own families is
Then what's the point of having a kid? Like, you just want to be taken care of?
I feel like some people literally have kids so they could do the work for them, or that they can be taken care of when they're older. Especially like if their child ends up being something like,
yeah,
like
for sure.
super successful.
That's why a lot of like Asian parents want like doctors, engineers, and stuff like that. So
because
they can be taken
in
care
that
of. culture, yeah,
the parents, more specifically the oldest son, takes care of, you know, the family
for sure. But at the same time, that really shouldn't be the only reason why.
It should not be the only reason why you have kids.
No.
You should want kids because that's a family. That's, you know,
Yeah.
That's your legacy.
It's an extension of you.
That's an extension of you and your partner, and
you guys loved each other so much. Like,
yes,
we made another person.
that you
That's both
went
of
all
us.
out to take care
Absolutely.
of another person,
No.
and to raise them how, you know, you think they should. Which brings me to my next question of how, even though like I asked you about like being a parent, but like how, I guess, do you, like, how ready do you feel like to be a parent? Like, how do you really truly feel like you're going to be overall?
I think I'm ready now. Financially, I don't think so, but I think like,
which is a very key component of having a child.
Yeah. Kind of the only thing that's stopping me at this point.
Which I just need to say, I do not, you know, want to front or, you know, put down or discourage anybody who has not been financially ready and has a child. You doing your thing. You're taking care of your kid. Shit happens.
No, yeah.
Not saying your child is a mistake because you didn't wait. Like,
no, not at all.
If you're doing what you're supposed to do and your child is well taken care of, who the fuck cares what everybody else thinks?
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying, if you could have planned it out, like, being financially stable would be one important factor that you would want to have. If you could plan shit out.
Yeah.
Not everybody can.
Yeah.
I get that.
For sure. But I think mentally, I think I'm ready.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know until I have a kid, but I feel like as of right now, I feel like I can wrap my head around, like, yeah, I can have a kid.
What kind of things do you think you're going to teach your child?
As in, what do you mean?
What kind of things do you think you're going to teach your child?
The things that they need to know?
Like what?
I like the basics.
Like?
Walking, talking.
What are basics to you?
Walking, talking, reading, colors, alphabet,
Yeah.
math.
So what about important life lessons from what you've learned?
Hard work it might not always be appreciated, but hard work goes a long way. If you do it right the first time, you're better off. Mm-hmm. And everyone appreciates a hard worker.
Sound advice for anybody. What else?
Like, if you're gonna do anything, like, do it. I don't know. This to me it's a lot of encouragement, because like I don't want to say I had none, but
low,
yeah,
minimal,
yeah.
Damn.
So like, to me, like, I want to make sure my kids' self-confidence is like the best, so they're prepared for anything.
Try.
Hello.
I feel like you've lived a tough life, but haven't lived a tough life.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
But it wasn't fun.
But, like, it does not sound fun. Your life does not sound fun. So that's it? That's what you think?
But, like handyman stuff, like how to fix things.
Do you know how to fix things?
I can fix some things.
What kind of things can you fix?
What needs to be fixed?
What needs to be fixed?
I can take a crack at anything.
Whoa.
Hello?
What?
I'm just waiting. I believe all this should still be good. I don't know why it's playing from the back. Hopefully it's not overriding.
That was all like dead air.
I think so. Hello?
Why is your stuff broken?
Shit sucks, man.
You should have just used your actual computer. Do you hear anything? So what's it doing?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for it to catch up to where it stopped. And then, hopefully it'll just pick back up.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be fun editing. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Nope. Well then. Is that all you tapping?
Huh?
Is that all you tapping?
Maybe. Alright, we're back too.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I don't know what I was saying.
Sorry about that. Another
Technical difficulties. Trey needs to get a new laptop or just do it on his computer.
Yeah.
His desktop computer.
My real computer.
I don't know what we were saying, but going back to what I was saying, I think as a parent, you'll be fine. But I'm also in high hopes for myself, just because...
Well, that's what we were talking about, yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of experience with kids. Not saying that having experience with kids automatically makes you better than the other person, but...
It definitely helps.
It definitely helps with certain things. So, I'm kind of excited for that.
For sure. That's why I feel like I'm not totally at loss if we had a kid, because I'm like, I can take care of a kid if I needed to.
Do you?
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah. It's easier to me. I would think it would be easier to take care of your own child than it is to other people's kids.
Fair.
Because I know how to, I don't know, just do my thing with my kid. I don't have to worry about other parents be like, "What are you doing to my kid? Why are you teaching them that?"
That's fair. Yeah. Well, parents, do a good job raising your kids. Raise them to be respectful gentlemen or ladies.
The kids are the future.
The kids are our future. No racism, no sexism, no ageism. Teach them to love everybody. Be also careful of everybody. Not everybody is your friend.
No. Be a good person, but be smart.
Just try to prepare them for life as much as possible without putting in so much negativity in their world. Children are born like so... simplistic and just happy and so innocent. And when you taint that innocence, you have to be prepared for the outcome.
Yes, because that will fuck you up.
That could fuck you up. Sure. Hardcore.
Yeah.
I think that my parents...
like me.
My parents did a really good job of preparing us as much as they could for the things that they thought that we would encounter. Yeah. So I owe them a lot for how I am the way I am. I could have ended up so much fucking worse.
Yeah.
Could end up like sitting in a ditch, I don't know, huffing Sharpies or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
injecting heroin.
To me, my mom did the best with what she had at the time.
I think she did pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a total loss.
No. I'm okay. Like, I could be the completely opposite. I can just be a straight up asshole.
You could be a straight up asshole, or you could be a straight up dipshit.
Yeah.
That knows nothing.
Yeah, I could just be a fucking loser.
You could be a loser.
Bentleys?
Should I pick up more clients, or should I...
As long as you still take care of the things that you need to take care of, do it however you want.
This one is Monday through Friday.
Okay. Sorry again. Another technical difficulty.
I think maybe we should just end it here.
We will.
Parents, be good.
Sorry about that, guys.
Well, people, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at That's What's Going On Podcast.
Yeah.
Or email us at That's What's Going On Podcast at gmail.com.
Yep.
We will be doing a listeners episode.
Yes.
This Friday.
Yeah.
We will record a listeners episode.
Yeah.
That'll be our first one.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I mean, we should have already recorded our listeners by the time.
Yeah, by the time you guys listen to this, we would have already recorded our listeners episode. So, send in your listener stories.
Still, because we're gonna do it again.
We're gonna do it again. So, Start sending them in. Tell us about anything that you want to talk about up until this point.
Or questions.
Comments, concerns, stories, anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're on Google. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. We're on
Anchor.
We're
Radio
on
Public.
We're
Pocket
on
Cast.
Pocket Cast. We're on Breaker. Wherever, yeah.
Whatever that is.
And if you want to find us, you can most likely find us. Except for on YouTube.
Interact. We will interact.
For shizzle.
And again, as always, when we get on YouTube, we will let you know.
You will know. Yeah.
But yeah, so for now, that's what's going on.
Hell yeah.